Okay, backpack is all packed. I am headed up to Panorama Ridge. I just spent a little bit packing in the parking lot. This trail is about 17 miles round trip, about 5,000 feet elevation gain, so it's pretty intense. It's about noon right now, so I got a little later start than I wish I would have. I'm camping up at Meadows, I believe is what it's called, and that's about 4.5 miles in, and then I'll set up camp and drop a bunch of weight and then hike up to Panorama Ridge for sunset and then hike back down. So very excited. I've been wanting to do, I've seen so many pictures of this place. It looks insane. It's a lot bigger trek than I wish it was, but I've heard it's very worth it. So we're gonna go knock this out. One last check through the mental brain of checklist, and I think I have everything. It's pretty warm. I tried to pack as light as I could and bring only the things I needed, but with that sort of a hike, with it being like 17 miles, I'm like, I'm gonna burn a ton of calories, so I have probably not even close to enough food, but I have quite a bit of food. Okay, so we're right here. I am headed to up to Meadow. Oh, campground, so we staying there. And then this actually makes it a shorter hike by going this way instead of to Garibaldi Lakes, and then I'll hike up this way and up to Panorama Ridge, all the way over there, and then hike back to there for camp. All right, we have started. I have a feeling this trail is going to kick my ass. It's very steep, and I'm hiking at a much higher elevation than I'm used to. I noticed when I was in Baker, I was also dying because you just start so much higher. Okay, 1 mile done. 3.5-ish more till camp. Oh, what kind of elevation is this? God damn. Okay. 3 miles done. 1900 feet elevation in 3 miles. And that was the slowest mile yet as well. And this one will probably be even slower. Oh man. Mile and a half to camp. That's it. Let's get there. Okay, just past the junction. Trail split for Garibaldi Lake and Meadows. So I'm headed up to Meadows. Check the map. It's 1.5 kilometers more. I'm not great at math, but it's like a mile. So yeah. The more I hike today, the less I have to hike tomorrow. So actually, no, the more I hike today, the more I have to hike tomorrow. But the further I hike now during the day to my camp, the closer camp is to Panorama Ridge. that I have to hike back in the dark after sunset. So that'll be good. Here's the site. I'll take the first one now. Where's the site? Where's the site? Where's the site? Hello.
Hiya.
Look at the site. Alright, here's my campsite. I'll set up here. The hike was 4.75 miles and almost 3,000 feet elevation. I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. I heard there's I think there's like a creek or river close by for water source for this campsite, so I'm gonna go find that, and hopefully it's nice and cold, so that should taste good. And then we come back and set up camp. Water secured. Now I need to head back and set up camp and throw my food in the bear bag so that bears don't eat it. Just finished setting up my campsite. So here's my tent. So I've got my food, water, and a journal. They have bathrooms up here, a little shelter. And the shelter looks like it's completely enclosed, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of cool. So there's like a whole shelter indoors to like make your food. And then this is where you hang your bear bag. Unclip snap hook from my hook, clip food bag to snap. I'm gonna have a snack and then I eat some food, and then I will tie mine up here. Okay, I just had dinner. It was pretty good. Nothing too special. It was very heavy. So now I'm just gonna pack up for sunset. Pack everything in my bag, get my boots back on. I gotta get water on my way out. Wow, these flies here are huge. What the fuck? Ugh. Okay, I'm all packed up. Put the rain fly on. Just threw the ground cover on the top, but got my backpack here. Put my little bells on the outside so that bears can hear me coming. Pretty important, like when you're hiking alone. So I have to have a conversation with myself. Bear spray. And get the camera on. Oh, this is a much lighter pack. So nice. Okay, water is all filled up. Sign back there said 6.5K. I looked at my all trails. Pretty sure it's about 4 miles up. So we got some hiking to do. It is 6 o'clock right now. So let's get after it. Goal, be there by 7:30. Might be a little ambitious, but we'll see. My backpack's a hell of a lot lighter. Thank goodness. I'm super stoked to check out this panorama ridge though. Looks absolutely insane. First time I saw photos was a few years ago and I was like, what? Instantly looked up the trail, and of course it's like 17 miles. And I'm like, love that. I decided it's probably best to carry the bear spray in my hand, because if I turn a corner and there's a bear there and he decides he doesn't want me there, I want to be prepared to spray him in the face. What a terrifying thought. I hope I never have to use this. I've made it down to this place. Okay. Last final push up this rock scramble ridge line, and then we should be fucking up there. What a day. Let's get it. Last night's sunset was amazing. It was so beautiful up there at Panorama Ridge. I didn't film too much of it, but it was stunning. I ended up meeting a couple people and making some friends, so I hiked back with them until the trail split because they were staying at Garibaldi Lake. But yeah, such a beautiful place. I'll put some photos up here. But now it's the next day, and I woke up absolutely freezing this morning. It was so cold. One of the coldest mornings I've had backpacking, which is crazy because last night I went to bed like so warm. I didn't even have my sleeping bag zipped up last night because it was so warm. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and had to zip it up, and eventually had to put my jacket on too. But anyway, so just had like a couple snacks, a little bit of breakfast, Red Bull, and now I'm back at the tent, so I'm just gonna pack up and probably head out of here. It's like 8:30. It's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours down, so try and get back at a decent time. And all right, we got Rubble Creek parking lot, 7.5K that way. Last night I hiked up to Panorama Ridge View. I didn't say how far it is, but yeah, let's get to it. But yeah, no, last night's view was insane. But yeah, super spectacular view last night, like absolutely gorgeous. Watching the sunset over the mountains and just being surrounded on all sides of mountains is just like pretty surreal. It is worth it. It makes for a long day. I met these people up there who were hiking down that night. Like, they just went up for sunset and we're hiking down to the parking lot. I was like, that was a long hike down in the dark. But hey, more power to them, right? But yeah, no, I met like a couple other photographers up there who were staying at Garibaldi Lake, so I ended up tagging along with them, which was super nice. They asked if I was out at Rialto Beach in Olympics like last week, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, I remember seeing your car, because we started talking about cars and builds and all that stuff. And she's like, I think I remember seeing you. And heck, that's crazy. What a small world. Like, you saw me a week ago out somewhere, and then here we are, we meet at the top of a freaking mountain. Just like crazy stuff like that is, I always find so interesting. All right, made it back to the car. We are at the parking lot, and my times is literally an hour and a half, 4.8 miles. Made it back to the car. Amazing hike. It's freaking, it's worth it. I'll admit it. It's a tough hike. It's insane views. I would say it's worth it. Because like there's also no other view that you're going to get like that. Much needed water. Much needed Red Bull.